Hello and welcome. Episode number 47 of Holy Shit News. I am Fred Durst-Wakuian right here with all of yous. It's good to be here. We've got some other panelists that will be on the way shortly. But right now I've got with me Brutal Morningwood and CJP. What's going on, gentlemen? Good to see you.
Not a whole lot. I'm waiting for it to start cooling off a little bit more so my air conditioner can stop running for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I turned my air off in like the early part of September, and I've had the furnace on now for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks almost. It's been so fucking cold. It was like warm, rainy, and like 52 today. I'm like, this is the warmest it's been in like weeks. But
no fun, no excitement. Just managed to find my way out from behind the bathroom wall, and I made it here.
You can't get through the bathroom window. Protected by a giant dildo.
Oh shit, we got to give a big shout out to my editor extraordinaire, Goodstuff, man. He we got two bangers ready to come out. Welcome to all the new subscribers out there. All 28 of you in the last like week or so. The horror content has resonated, man. So that's where we're gonna stay with the videos. We're gonna go with all horror content pretty much year round now. I got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of brief overview, just my thoughts on the original 1974 movie. That's gonna drop probably tomorrow, and then in between that I've got another short coming out. And then we have a Friday the 13th video that'll drop on Saturday. No Friday afternoon lycra clad individuals this week, and no Saturday night's main event again this week at all, because I'm having a Halloween party at my house Saturday night, so we won't be streaming Saturday at all, or Friday night for that matter, because I got house guests on Friday too. So what's up, Devil? How you doing, brother?
My computer for some reason would not boot up, but it's fixed.
I'm glad you made it, bro. Glad you made it.
Chrome.
Good to see you. Let's see. We got JB in the chat, Papa Cotton, Keely Chow. I said good stuff's here. Brutal's in the chat and he's on the panel. What's going on? All right. So we've got we'll start out here on kind of a light note tonight, being as it's October, the month of Hara. Fourth graders left traumatized after a teacher played Winnie the Pooh horror film in class, parents say. Kid, I can just see that one now. Yeah, have a good night, good stuff. Take care, brother. Good luck tomorrow, man. So you got some kids, fourth graders. These kids are like what, 9 years old. Hey, we're gonna watch Winnie the Pooh. They're like, oh, all right, okay, we're gonna get down some Winnie the Pooh, and then this comes on. He's motherfucker just chopping people. My kid would be like, go on. You're average fourth grade.
Now you have my attention.
Yeah, he's not. The little man's not gonna care. He loves horror movies.
I would get it back in the days of like Blockbuster and stuff, that maybe a teacher walked in there and said, can I get the new Winnie the Pooh movie? And they just assumed and gave her this one, or something. But yeah, now you have to go buy your own movies. She would have had to see the cover and say, yeah, this doesn't look like Pooh to me. I mean,
yeah, did he get melted in the sun? Is he a candle? Like what the fuck happened to him? Like, oh, why has he got an axe? Why is Pooh killing Christopher Robin?
Why is there blood on the cover? Boo is like Tunny, but geez.
It's kind of hard to believe in this day and age that it's like accidental that this happened. Yeah. It's kind of hard to believe.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with teachers the way they are now, I'm not surprised this happened. I'm actually this is mild compared.
Yeah. I was gonna say it could be worse. It could be reading him genderqueer. Good God.
Kids, here's how you clean out a butthole with your tongue.
maybe that's it too. Maybe, just maybe, some teacher is like, well, if that's okay to teach in school, then we could see this too. Maybe it's that. Who knows?
Yeah. This could be, this could be a good thing. Let's see what it says here. Miami. Fourth grade students at a Miami school were left traumatized after their teacher put a horror film on for them in class. CBS Miami reports a math teacher at the Academy of Innovative Education, a K through 12 charter school. It's a charter school, that explains it. Played Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey for his students on October 2nd. The movie is a spin on the beloved children's tale, reimagined into a disturbing horror film. A demonic-looking Pooh and Piglet turn against their childhood friend Christopher Robin after being abandoned by him when he went off to college. Parents at the Miami school told the media outlet the fourth grade students were the ones who selected the movie, but the teacher agreed to play it without properly vetting its appropriateness. Parents said the teacher played 20 to 30 minutes of the film before turning it off, even as some terrified kids asked him to stop it sooner. The school confirmed in a statement to CBS Miami the film was not suitable for the age group. The school went on to state the administrators promptly addressed the issue directly with the teacher and has taken appropriate action to ensure the safety and well-being of the students. It was released in February. They're telling you it's available to stream on Peacock.
Oh, so the kids chose it, and the teacher was like, okay.
Which means the kids probably are completely... Yeah, which means the kids are probably completely comfortable with it. They're just, exaggerating it. Oh, God, I couldn't sleep for a week. You're in fourth grade. By then, I was watching, like, freaking some seriously sick, twisted shit online.
I'd seen... Well, it was a little different for me back then because fourth grade was like 1988 for me. So at that point, I had seen Freddy, Jason, Pinhead, my first Michael Myers movie, Critters, not Pet Cemetery, but Ghoulies, Full Metal Jacket. I'd seen actual homicide photos from multiple crime scenes in the city of Detroit from my dad's ex-partner on the force, who was the head evidence tech for all of the Detroit police at that point.
Two girls, one cup.
RoboCop. What else? I'm talking fucking RoboCop, Terminator, and Platoon. And these kids, you're worried about showing them this. I mean, yeah, like you said, dude, if the kids picked this, they knew what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. What up, Jason Holt? I was so traumatized, I needed a week off school and an Xbox gift card. Right?
Exactly.
Those kids will now graduate at the top of their class. Exactly. That's what's going to happen. What's up? The newly-wed Commander Cody from Pursuing Paranormal. Congratulations, brother.
I'm sorry.
Welcome.
In the immortal words of Admiral Akbar, it's a trap!
You'll get a mixed reaction from the panel. I'm positive from me, bro. Let's see. Papa Cotton. My mom and older sister took me to see heavy metal when it came out. She knew that it was a Waska cartoon. All she knew was that it was a Waska cartoon. Yeah. I remember I watched that movie in like high school, I think. What up? Jason Holt says, "Grats and condolences." Keely Child says, "Congratulations to Commander Cody." Yeah, this is just funny to me. Like, we watched the space shuttle blow up live on TV as kids in our fucking auditorium. The entire school sat there and watched people actually die. And
that was not movie magic. Yeah.
No, that was far from movie magic. Hey, kids, look. Oh no. They're like this was a terrible mistake, kids. This was a terrible mistake. We should have never shown you kids this.
Yeah, watch this amazing moment when we've oh shit. Turn it off.
Everybody close your eyes. Shit. Back then it was the 80s, man. The teachers were lighting up cigarettes going, let's see where the fuck this goes. putting them out of some kid's lunchbox. Commander Cody says, thank you, boys. You are welcome, brother. You are welcome. And we got to have you back on. Speaking of things that are disturbing and not quite right.
Warlock?
Close. NBA welcomes first non-binary trans ref. Doesn't one of those like cancel the other one out?
You would think.
Huh.
Trans non-binary. I don't think that's like.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah, because if you're trans, you're identifying as an opposite sex of than what you were born as, right? But then non-binary means you don't adhere to the binary, the man and woman. Okay, so then you become a woman, then to just say I'm no longer gonna acknowledge I'm a woman. Yeah.
It doesn't it doesn't track. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Born a man to become a woman to be neither.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm
a dude dressed up as a dude, pretending to be another dude.
That's about it. That's like the closest you can come to an actual explanation for this. JV, how does that work? Dude, I'm working on it. Hang on, I'm waiting. I've got some kind of explanation here. Somebody might be able to shed some light on this by the use of
making fun of someone with a disability
math.
is retarded.
Yeah, I don't. I don't.
404 error, file not found.
Right. That's let's send it over to our resident astrophysicist. He might tell us how this works.
They say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Steiner math.
All men are created equal. I don't know about this thing, but this is so a biologically female NBA referee came out as non-binary trans male to be the first in NBA history to set this arbitrary benchmark. Yeah, I love when the article starts out by calling it arbitrary.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is Outkick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Outkick's more based.
Good. I like this.
Because Clay Travis always has my heart because he went on. I'm trying to remember. I think it was CNN. He's like, I only believe in two things: the First Amendment and boobs.
Yes, that was him. He owns Outkick.
Yeah, that was Clay Travis.
I saw that clip. I'm like, I like this guy.
Yeah, I'd much rather watch Outkick than ESPN for sports coverage.
Oh, dude, ESPN's a fucking steaming pile of shit. Like that. What's her name on there? I don't think she's on ESPN anymore. Jamel Hill. She used to be on. Oh my God. She's gotten more radical since 2016. It's so everything she said. Oh, like I swear to God, she's sucking Colin Kaepernick's dick. Like as much as you didn't give Colin Kaepernick all these shit at quarterback in the league, and Colin Kaepernick can't get out. I'm like, he was a subpar quarterback during his best year.
Yeah.
He got fucking lucky and fell off the cliff. And then he started dating that dude was raised by the wealthiest family in his school. Literally in his private school. The wealthiest family adopted him from the time he was a young child. Gave him a life he never could have possibly dreamed of. Gave him every fucking advantage he ever could have wanted. Starts dating this BLM bitch. And because she's burn, loot, murder, this motherfucker turns into an activist. Like,
Jamel Hill, the grift is strong with that one. She is awful.
She is fucking
blatant racist.
terrible.
She's a straight up racist.
Yeah. And she's unapologetic. And then she said, well, I can't be racist. I'm marginalized. I'm oppressed. It's like,
yeah, that multi-million-dollar contract we had, ESPN says otherwise.
Yeah. She keeps failing, and she makes more than all of us put together a year. Easy.
Yep.
Probably 4 times.
Absolutely. And then you have I remember back in I can't remember, it was 2010, maybe 2009, Adrian Peterson, former, I believe he went to Oklahoma, running back for the Minnesota Vikings, absolutely fucking phenomenal running back. Guy was a bust. But he said, now mind you, Adrian Peterson had one of the largest contracts at this point in time, plus guaranteed $10 million cash bonus every year up front, and said that the NFL players were akin to slaves. And I'm like, he had a $220 million contract with $10 million guaranteed cash bonus. And I'm like, I don't know any fucking slave that made that kind of money, dude. Like,
Put him in a time machine, send him back.
Yeah.
There you go. You should go see what
Yeah.
it's like, slaves.
you
Go-
know, I was
go
just like,
check it out.
holy shit, dude. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him.
Yeah, he says it's akin to slavery, but then he literally sent a letter to one of them or something. It came out not too long ago. He sent a letter begging for them to let him back on. But it's slavery. Why would you want to go back, man? You got out. It's so stupid. And as far as she's supposed to, she changes it to a man, right?
Yeah.
So okay. I just want to make sure I'm getting this. Okay. So, all those basketball players are sitting there on the sideline going, would I fuck it? I don't know. Having discussions on it.
Look at all them kids they got. NBA players will fuck anything with two legs in any kind of fucking hole.
They all get on the sideline and go, smash or pass. What do y'all?
Oh, let's just say, did you remember that interview? Who was it? It was was it Kyrie Irving? What did he say? He goes, man, that's gay. Call one of his teammates. Like, remember that? Like, it was a sideline interview after the game. Like, man, don't be gay or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God. It's like, do you know how athletes talk to each other? Have you ever been in a fucking locker room? Dude, it is, men talk like that. Women are just as bad. Women are just as fucking vile as men.
Yeah.
So to see, this whole, well, dude, shut up. You're never gonna stop it. You can't police speech. You cannot fucking do it. As much as Big Daddy Bollywood here on YouTube wants to fucking try, you can't. You can add all the fucking community. I was just listening to Stone Loki talk about shit like this morning. Big shout out to Loki. Good motherfucking dude. It's hilarious, man. But this shit, I want to see if we.
In the words of Commander Riker, or of course technically captain in this episode, you can't. Don't even try.
Yeah, I want to listen to a little bit of fucking ad.
Erotic Gaines, I would.
How we felt, what we did, but everyone knows.
I don't want this. This ain't the video. This ain't the video. God damn it.
Yeah, that's the swimmer girl who I believe, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this is the
okay, pass.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's So this is the thing that gets me, right? She's a female, biological female, came out as non-binary trans male and identifies as a queer person. Okay, so you're biologically female, trans, non-binary male, and queer. What the fuck? That I can't even begin to do the mental gymnastics enough to rationalize anything out of that. That's indiscernible nonsense and gobbledygook.
It sounds really like communist propaganda to me.
Yeah. But the thing is, it doesn't have to make sense because they know no one can really argue with it, right? They know if anybody in the actual, that has anything to say about it in the NBA said, that doesn't make sense, they would be canceled. So she can sit there and say, I think I'm a butterfly. And they'd be like, abso-fucking-lutely. Give her wings.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did she have a negroplasty? I wonder, get nut sacks for kneecaps. Help her. Sports and queerness can be a hard intersection to navigate, but NBA ref Che Flores is letting people in on what it really takes to be part of such a community. Oh my God.
Remember when you had to actually work to achieve something? You had to actually, work till you got to be the best at it before you got the opportunity. She could be the shittiest ref on earth.
Right.
They said, choose her. Choose that right there. We can make a poster about her.
This is a good parallel to like the military right now, as we're on the verge of World War III. Our military is concerned with putting soldiers in high heels and teaching them how to be sensitive while they march, and having recruitment commercials that say it all started with a little girl with 2 momsies. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like, we're gonna get annihilated because we have blue-haired fucking retards as soldiers. And I'm not denigrating the entire military. I'm not, because we got a lot of fantastic fucking men and women that serve this country. And the sad thing is that our politicians use these men and women like fucking like pawns in their big ass fucking real life game of fucking Risk.
Meanwhile, there's like 7-year-olds learning Thai kickboxing that could come over here and like paratroop in and just kick all our heads.
You look at TikTok from China. And the kids are learning how to field strip handguns and speed load magazines in 3rd grade.
Yeah. And our military is learning how to sashay in high heels.
Yeah. And our TikTok's teaching kids how to fake they have a mental illness.
Right? What up, Scrambles? Hail, brother. Yeah, so this is just humorous. Flores wanted to set the record straight. Last season, Flores officiated 35 games. I love this. As is standard with progressive alphabet ideology, the message focuses solely on the person's identity. In Flores' case, as a trans non-binary person, her identity is both malleable and sacred to her being, never to be denied or mischaracterized despite a definite set of chromosomes. Exactly. Being misgendered as she, her will always just feel like a little jab in the gut. Oh my God.
Jeez. Remember back in school when we got called the most heinous shit? But now if you misgender them, it's like they're mortally wounded.
Yeah.
Bunch of soft motherfuckers.
Yep. Yeah, this is the words are violence crowd. That's who this is. This is the you're a fascist crowd as they put their boot on your neck and scream, govern me harder, daddy. That's these people right here. And that's the NBA. You see the Black Lives Matter, the burn, loot, murder on the fucking floor of. This is why I stopped and I quit watching the NBA before this. Like, I grew up a huge Detroit Pistons fan. Like, I was a fan of the game of basketball. And so I watched, there was a point in my life through my 20s. I watched every fucking Pistons game, and then playoffs, didn't matter who was in it. I'd watch the playoffs, if there's a game on, I was watching it. Same thing with football. And when all this shit started to come to the forefront in athletics, football, I'd say, was the longest holdout for the social justice nonsense. The NBA hit quicker, and I could never tolerate that. I was just like, I'm done. I'm completely done with this shit, to where it's like, it wasn't even fun to watch the game anymore. When you have announcers talking about this kind of shit, when it's like, I want to know how the guy did, in the playoffs last year. I want to know what his shooting percentage is when they're down. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about what the fucking referee is. I barely notice referees until they make a shitty call. Get the fuck out of here. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's fucking garbage.
Yeah.
It's garbage, man. It ruins it. I will let you guys know, because I'll drop the Rumble link here. We're gonna go over to Rumble in a little while. Here's the Rumble link. We are streaming over there right now as well. Keely grew up a Bulls fan. I did hate the Bulls, but dude, I couldn't help but be a Jordan fan. Actually, the very first NBA jersey I ever bought, which I still have, it still fits me because I bought them really big back then, was my 23 red Michael Jordan, followed by Joe Dumars, who was one of my favorite players ever, and I was so fucking cool to get to meet the guy.
I was a Mailman fan in the 90s.
Yeah, you live out that way, yeah, man.
Mailman is Stockton, man. Those were my guys.
Stockton, Malone, Jeff Hornacek. Yeah, dude. That was Jerry Sloan's bunch out there at the Utah Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked their logo. I always thought like back they had a cool that old 80s Jazz logo was really cool. I've got like what 30 NBA jerseys, I think. Something
I miss
like
Mutombo as well. I miss the finger.
Dikembe. Wag the finger in the face. Oh, dude, I used to do that. I got so many technical files for that, like my sophomore year.
What was the commercial he did where he was literally like in a grocery store and shit?
Yep.
They slapping shit out of people's hands and going.
People throwing shit in their cart. Yeah, he's black. The other good one was Icky Woods with the steaks when he fucking get some cold cuts tonight, baby.
Cold cuts in here.
Fucking so he's doing the Icky shuffle. I was like, oh shit, he still does the Icky shuffle, baby.
I thought I was the only one who got cold cuts that way.
Kaepernick reminds me of Kamala Harris. Couldn't stand either of them initially. They both found a despicable way to clown upwards beyond their talent. Well, Kamala, I mean, you're talking heels up Harris there. She started out with was it Willie Brown?
Mm-hmm.
And or was it Montel? She fucked Montel. She was Montel's mistress and Willie Brown's mistress.
I think it was Montel first, but then Willie Brown.
Yep. Yeah, and also on her greatest hits album is locking up more black men in California for minor marijuana charges than any attorney general in California history. So all this shit she says about caring about the black community, she's situationally black.
That's the one time I really loved Tulsi Gabbard is when she called her straight out to her face on that.
Yep.
She killed her presidential run that year.
Oh yeah, the primaries. That was a slugfest in those primaries. She called Biden a racist.
Yeah.
Harris did.
Until he said, "You want a job?" and she's all, "Yeah, absolutely."
Want to give your own dick a blowjob? What?
He was like, "You want a job?" Mm-hmm.
He asked her if she wanted a job. She dropped to her knees, put her knee pads on, got right down, and Joe was like, "Whoa, man, I don't like you. You're not a kid, man.
You're too old for me, man."
Yeah, there's too many miles on that car, man. Yeah, there's no tread left on those tires.
Remember when they were talking about, he has to choose a black woman for his VP, and they even had Oprah up there as a possible VP, and then he's all, which one should I pick? And they're all, well, this one comes with free blowjobs, and he's all like, I found her.
I'm not interested. Maybe my son Hunter would be. Hunter, she likes crack. Oh my God, yeah, that whole fucking shit show with her is just I love how she gets. I want somebody to look at me the way that Kamala Harris looks at Venn diagrams. She I think she literally gets wet when somebody when she brings up Venn diagrams. I'm like, I want a woman to want me like she wants a Venn diagram. What's up, Tolbat? You got a link if you want to jump in, brother.
It's funny because everyone gave Trump shit for his being able to articulate, and fair, he's not the greatest on articulation by any means, but she ain't either. They'll sit there and act like she's so great, but she'll talk in circles. She'll be like, time is there's time for time, and we all need time, and it's all like, are you fucking stroking? Like,
I could set time in a bottle. If I
yeah, all of a sudden she's Jim Croce. Hang on a second. I don't know if you. Let me find one. Let me find a good one in here of her.
You're not time. You're not come. I'm gonna come.
Wife grounded me because all you do is you're on the computer. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know.
See, that's why I don't have one of those.
Mine encourages it as long as I get the shit she needs me to do here. We'll take this is perfect. I love memology. Big shout out to memology. This is fantastic. His videos on her are perfect.
And my question for you is, what measures do you support to combat environmental racism and its impact on vulnerable populations?
Environmental racism.
Yeah, that's like the environment is not racist.
There's so much
wind doesn't blow on
in terms of
melanated
equity and
skin.
inclusion and diversity, right? We need to first of all agree and acknowledge that there are systems that have been long in place that need to be reformed. So, for example, our criminal justice system.
Which you are
and the work that we need to do to recognize the disparities that exist there, the disparities that exist both in terms of the cause and the effect. There is the work that we need to do that is about fighting against policies that are now rolling out after the court took away affirmative action.
Me on the drugs it'll take to understand what the fuck she said.
I love that because every video he does that shows her is just it just digs deeper into how fucking dumb that woman actually is. Like, I mean, and I don't say that just because she's a female. I mean, I say that because she's literally fucking dumb. And like, oh, well, she was the attorney general. Yeah, well, we talked about how good she was at her job and how well she took care of her, as it were, as the kids say.
We're one bad slip away from her being president. Slipping out of the bathtub from her being most powerful person in the world.
Yeah, her prosecutorial record on pedophiles is her highest qualification. How was that? I don't know. All I know is she was just, but yeah. Anyway, that's enough about Camel Toe Harris. Let's see here. Let's go to my state. Let's go to Michigan. We'll come to my state. We don't get to talk about Michigan that much here. We do have Florida stories. We got some Florida stories here. But I found this one. And like I said, being from Michigan, dog mauled owner after being fed THC gummy.
I was just gonna say
it wasn't me. I would never give my dog a THC gummy. Never. She's lazy enough as it is. She doesn't need gummies to help her. Besides, those fuckers are expensive. No, you're fine, Jason. You're fine, brother. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So I said, woman severely injured during hour-long Rottweiler attack. I wonder if this took place in Flint, Saginaw, or Detroit. Gaylord, ladies and gentlemen. Now, those of you not familiar with northern Michigan, Gaylord is a little ways north of me, not very much, not too short, not too far. It's a nice city. It's known for its alpine. It's the sister city to somewhere, and I believe it's either, is it Switzerland, Germany, something like that. You go parallel opposite side of the globe. But they have like an alpine festival. They call it Alpenfest. I used to play in a Gus Macker tournament every year up there, 3-on-3 basketball tournament. For years and years, played up there. In that nice town, pretty nice town. I don't know population, decent size. They got a lot of nice golf courses, resorts, stuff like that. Conveniences of a urban area sans the crime. Okay, we'll just put it that way. So a dog attack. After feeding a THC-laced gummy to her pet Rottweiler, a Michigan woman was attacked by the dog during an hour-long ordeal that left a victim grievously injured at her home, drenched in blood, according to an incident report that reads like a horror film treatment. The attack earlier this month inside a Gaylord residence prompted a local animal control officials to warn that THC, the psychoactive component in cannabis, is considered toxic to dogs and can cause aggression. That's why they have the what is the gimmick that's not weed?
Stevia.
What's that?
Stevia?
No. Your fuck. God damn it, it's right in the tip of my tongue. It's used for more CBD. Your CBD.
Yeah. Oh.
They make animal CBD stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tina put it in the chat too. I'm stoned. I couldn't think of it.
We get that. My sister-in-law gets that for the dog. It's like, it's
they make that
makes
for
their joints
pets.
feel better, and
Yep.
takes a little
Yeah,
bit.
and that's what it's for. It's for high-strung animals. Joint, like you said, muscle and joint pain for older animals. It works. It's been tested. But you don't give them your human gummies.
Yeah, no.
So, especially a Rottweiler, like, what the fuck?
Like if you're smoking and the dog's around, it won't lace them up. But since edibles hit you differently, I could see where because it when it messed with me when I did it. So I have no surprise that a dog might act kind of off when it is kind of confronted with that. So.
Yeah, I've gotten like my dog, like I've got my dog now. I've got Natty high before, but like I just blow a couple of hits at her. Same thing with my cats. When I used to smoke in my smoke weed in my house, when I lived at home, I had my apartment upstairs. I just opened the window to the bedroom and smoke in there, so I didn't have to go outside. And my cats would be in there with me, and I'd get them little fuckers high, and they just chilled. The dog was the same thing. Like I've gotten pretty much all my dogs, you just blow them a little hit here and there. And you don't feed it to them though. Like
my roommate used to blow his hits directly in his dog's ear.
Here?
It got that dog chilled like there was no, like he was like melting in the couch. It was hilarious.
It was a real heady buzz. It was a real heady buzz.
Well, I also had to thank that dog for teaching me why women get pissed off when you leave the toilet seat up. Okay.
See,
bear with me.
I've never had a dog drink out of the toilet.
No, it wasn't that. But I was living with my high school friend, and he had a big black lab named Titus. He was a badass, awesome, cool dog. Well, at one point, his sister needed a place to stay, so she moved in with us after she graduated. And we had these two couches sitting in a V in front of the TV, big old wood console, grandma TV. Mm-hmm. And Titus would sit on the white couch, and I sat on the blue couch. And we would just chill, get high, watch TV. His sister would come in, and I watched her do this at least 5 times in a row in a week period. She would come in and literally just sit on him. Now, this isn't a Chihuahua. This is a 110-pound black lab on a white couch. When I watched her, she never once looked where she sat. And it made me think, why is that? Well, because us guys here, when we were little kids, we fuck with our friends. We put gum, we put tacks, we put rocks under each other's seats when we're little because we're little motherfucking bastards. Girls don't do that to each other, so they're not trained at a very young age to look where they sit. When they go in the bathroom, they just flop. Yeah. They don't look. So when they get an ass full of wet ass, that's why they get pissed.
Yeah. Situational awareness, they call it.
Yeah. Also, the weird thing about Titus is when he would get excited, he wasn't fixed. So he would start red rocketing and when someone came over. And I swear to God, my friend literally told him, Titus, put your dick away. And he did. He would put his dick away on command. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this dog? I love him to death, but what the fuck?
Well, we're trying to teach Dermy the same thing, and it's not going over very well.
House cleaning Dermy is just a bad idea because he doesn't know a corner from a toilet. You can't teach a tard new tricks. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, they don't have they fucking redact the fucking owner's name. I was trying to look it up. Damn it. Good old Gaylord. I used to do concrete. I did concrete work up there. That's funny. You fuck around with the bull, you get the horns. In this case, you fuck around and give your Rottweiler some fucking THC, and he goes ham. Jesus, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, this is just. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's fucking funny to me. It is. You know, every time my state gets featured in one of these stories, it's never really anything cool. It's always something really fucking stupid. Like, you know, the FBI setting up a couple dumb rednecks to try to, in a plot to kidnap the governor. You know, things like that. It's like, hey, we found Bob Buki and his cousin Weenie living in a fucking trailer out in the middle of the woods. We got 17 glowies out there, all wearing the same color khakis and blazers, and they're gonna kidnap the governor.
Oh,
right?
Both of your state colleges showing a giant picture of Hitler on a Titantron. Well, one of them's getting suspended for gambling, and the other one got fired for something.
I'm not a big Michigan State fan. I hate U of M. I'm an Ohio State fan. So anything bad that happens to those two, to me, is funny. And I'm just like, I'm glad this is a blue state, and both of those cities, like Lansing is the capital of Michigan. You know, they're in East Lansing, which that's a very like progressive area. You know, it's good. They're showing the funny mustache man down there at these progressive universities. You know, can you imagine how many students were like triggered by that? I guarantee you they were pissing themselves in that fucking stadium, and not just because they serve beer there now. That's fun. It's funny. It is. It's fucking hilarious. When I saw that, I thought somebody photoshopped it. I'm like, that's not fucking.
Yeah,
real.
me too.
They didn't show that. Yes, they did. They're like, it was an AI generated quiz. It's like, wait, what?
AI is a Nazi? That's a new one.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that on my bingo card.
No, I never saw that one coming. Wait.
Kind of like Kamala Harris. Oh.
Yeah, you lizards didn't have anything to do with that, did you? Did you?
Aw.
Base lizards matter. See?
I have a story for this. I actually have a story for this.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Put it in the private chat. Oh,
all right. Let me pull this up.
I was looking at Florida Man stories, so this one happened to pop in my feed.
Florida man finds iguana in toilet. I don't know how it got there. Well, see, we were just talking about this on Monday night about things that scared you, and it's like that shit right there. Like, I sat down and I felt something on my ass, and it would motherfucking turn around, and I would hover over that bitch like a fucking. I'd stand on the counter and hang my ass over it.
I'd just be shitting in the shower at that point.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know about all that.
I think of all the money you save on toilet paper.
Pull an Andre the Giant and just use the shower tub.
My house cleaner would not be impressed if she could. What the fuck? I am not out. She'd be like, look, I'm charging you extra to clean that.
It's got that weird metallic smell.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it. Yeah. What had happened was basically, what's up, Adam?
Man, I mean, I come in, you're talking about shitting out the, and oh yeah, this is a good time to come in. I'm loving it. Yeah.
You picked a wonderful part. So we got a Florida man finding a iguana in his toilet and not knowing how it got there. Hollywood, Florida. Imagine waking up to find a large iguana in your toilet. That was the reality for Florida resident Gary Greenspan, who found an iguana in his toilet Saturday morning. I don't know if it was looking for a spa day or what, but it was huge, and I don't know how it got there, Greenspan said in the video where he recorded the animal. Greenspan said he called a friend in animal control for help removing the iguana and releasing it back into the wild. I would have pissed on it.
My mother said to never let anyone make you their doormat, but I let Ruggable do it. Why?
I let my
they're so damn good.
I'm sure that guy's been a doormat a few times.
There's nothing like getting up in the morning and finding an iguana in the toilet.
He's got a weed leaf on his toilet rug.
I'm waiting on animal control to come get this thing out of here.
Hey.
I don't know if it was just looking for a spa day or what, but it's huge. And I don't know how it got there.
You sure you didn't poop it out in your house?
They ain't that big.
Waiting
I mean, they get big.
I
Don't
said
they?
animal
Like,
control.
that big.
And
yeah, that doesn't look like the biggest one.
once
They get big.
remove
They
it,
get
I'll
like
be
4
a happy
feet.
camper, and hopefully so will the iguana.
They've I've seen people find snakes in their toilet.
All right. First of all, what's up, Trina? Welcome. Let me know if you want a link. You can jump in with us. And second of all, Jason Holt points out, look at the rug. Okay. As a pothead, as a stoner, I can unequivocally say that no matter what level of normally now with me, it's just edibles. So it's like, how fucking high do you have to be to forget throwing an iguana in your toilet? Like this guy, it gets cold there. And my neighbor Nino was talking about this. He goes, it gets cold there at night and the iguanas they're in the trees and shit and they fall out. Like they freeze. They fall out of the trees, but they're still alive. So it's like, did this guy get all stoned and pick up an iguana, take it in his house and throw it in the toilet and then forget about it? And then the fucker woke up and it's in the toilet, crawling. Do these things bite? Couldn't you have just got a net and netted it out of, but fuck it. I would have called animal control too, to be honest with you. Either I would have shot it with a pellet gun, killed it, and just thrown it in the fucking garbage.
I know they'll whip you with the tail too. They'll whip that tail around. That hurts, man.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I've never encountered a fucking iguana before.
I'm sure they would bite, but I don't think they have teeth. I don't think it would hurt or anything. It probably just, they're more likely to skitter away type situation.
So they're like Joe Biden. They gum their food and their children.
Oh my God.
Do you see his toilet mat there?
Yeah, that's what I said, man. Look at this fucking rug, dude. Do they have a tail strike attack? Yeah, I don't know. Did anyone else cry at the beginning of Meg 2? That shit was tragic. Oh, the T-Rex got fucking eaten. That shit was wicked. That shit was like they took a shot at Jurassic Park. I see we got another Florida man story back here. And since Florida man, Gaston's melanated yogurt slinger. What? I'm not even going to ask, but since we are onto the Florida man portion of the program, we might as well play the fucking main event thing. So here we go. If you only saw it on Monday night, well, here it is, folks. This is the new intro for the main event.
Every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on. Come on. Every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on. I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Oh, I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Said I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Oh, I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Oh, every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on. Come on. Every time that I get up on the microphone,
got some new entries here. We got Tommy the Guinea Pig Collective, Vinnieart, and Gashton's Melanated Yogurt Slinger. What's going on, gentlemen? Welcome.
What up?
There's always room for Gash.
You guys showed up the good part of the program. We're into the Florida man stories now. We just had an iguana in a toilet, but before that, we went to Michigan. We came up to my state, and we got a Rottweiler after being fed edibles attacking its owner viciously.
Jesus.
Who would waste edibles on their dog?
Dude, I ain't giving them to my dog. Fuck that.
No.
For me.
That's crazy.
Right? Yeah, exactly. I'm greedy with them things.
Fuck yeah. I'll share with you, though, Etep.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I bought extra today because I'm going to give them out to the adults at my Halloween party. I'm going to put them in little bowls and label how many milligrams they are and what flavor and pass them out.
I know what I'm doing, and I know whose house I'm crashing this weekend. I'm just kidding.
Trick or treat.
Yeah, that's a good trick and a treat, baby.
Yeah, don't tell them. I actually saw I was in one of these stores today, and I saw they had Super Mario Brothers like gummies. Maybe you can mix them in there in the bowl. Don't tell them what they're eating. No, I'm kidding.
I ate that nerd rope. I got that THC nerd rope. I ate that on the air the one night. It took about 30 minutes and it kicked in. I ate the whole thing. It was fucking delicious. I couldn't stop.
I want one of those so bad. They don't have them down here.
They don't have them at my local one either, but they have them down in Bay City. I got to go down there and snag one.
Well, do me a favor. Snag me one, and then the next time we meet up, I'll pay you for it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So here we are. Florida man hides in chest, uses whiteboard in attempt to evade arrest. Lakeland, Florida. A Florida man tried to evade deputies through an unconventional means before they ultimately arrested him on a charge of aggravated battery. The Polk County sheriffs. Who had Polk County? Anybody had Polk County? No? Right.
My wife deals with them on a regular basis.
Yeah, Polk County.
That's Polk County.
Polk County is where they have like they had that massive ring that they broke up. Broke up. Well, they arrested with the diddlers and all that stuff. That's too close to partly with the Disney stuff. So yeah, Polk County is not a good county.
Yeah, it sounds like Polk and Pinellas are both. We get a lot of crime stories out of Pinellas, like a lot. And I noticed that when I started doing radio back in like 2013, 2014, when I would do my crime stories on Saturday nights. It was just dumb criminals. And I had like a bumper for it, and everything was like it was instead of smooth criminals, dumb criminal. It was a lot of them were Pinellas, and I'm like, and here we are, 9 years later, and I'm still talking about fucking Pinellas. I don't know if that says more about me or Pinellas County. But so they were looking for Johnny Yates, 41. At his home. Draven, look up Johnny Yates. Or is that Tony pretending to be Draven?
It's probably Tony pretending to be Draven.
They were looking for him at a home in Lakeland, only to be greeted by a whiteboard with the message, Johnny Yates does not live here.
It's like fucking Looney Tunes shit.
That is totally believable. It's almost as good as the one guy who tried to hide from the cops underneath one of those little plastic swimming pools.
Wow.
What would have been better is if he had an anvil rigged to drop on somebody. And then it hit him. Although
it would be even better if they look around and is another sign that says, I assure you he doesn't live here. Like that would have been even better.
The deeper you get into the house, the more elaborate the signs become.
Sign number 3. No, seriously. He really, really, really doesn't live here. You know?
He's definitely not in here.
He is definitely not in the crawl space under the freaking bathroom sink.
Definitely don't check there.
Don't bother looking in here. He's not here either. He's got the fake mustache on. No, I'm Jimmy Yates.
I had to write the same note and put it in my mailbox because I kept getting mail from people that like Johnny Yates that don't live there. So.
Wait, this is breaking. Lewiston, was that Lewiston, Maine? 22 people confirmed dead in Lewiston, Maine. Shootings at 3 locations: Walmart distribution center, a bar, and a 3rd location.
What the?
That's from Gap After Dark. He heard it while he was working. He heard it on the radio. Yeah, stay off the streets. They're looking for a suspect. Thanks, Gap. Appreciate it, brother. Have a great night. If you're in that area, God, be safe out there, folks, in Lewiston, Maine. Please take precautions. Be safe. If you have means to protect yourself, I would recommend having those ready.
Pay attention, man.
Yeah, that's
what's going on.
They have footage of it, so the guy's gonna get caught. I mean,
well, we'll check that out on Rumble here in a few. As we are gonna go over to Rumble, gang. We're gonna go over to Rumble. I'll drop that link here again in the chat. There it is, right there on Rumble.
Holy crap! Yeah.
And this story reminds me of like when I was a teenager. We used to have these people call the house all the time. These Indian people would call the house all the time, and they would be like looking for Jagdish Patel or whatever, somebody Patel, you know. And you know, my mother, whoever's answering the phone, you know, they would be like, no, they don't live here. You have the wrong number. Yada yada yada. You know, this is they're not here. And this, you know, they don't live here. They said that people said, well, what did you do with them? Like, you know, like we got them tied up in the basement. We just took over their house or something. You know? What did you do with them? Oh, we locked them, you know, in the shed outside. You know, we just live here now. You know, so stop calling. You know, it's like.
Wow.
Fox News has confirmed that the active shooter incident occurred at 3 locations: Shemenji's Bar and Grill Restaurant, a Walmart store, and a spare time recreation. Yeah, goddamn.
There's a photo of them.
I'm assuming this is gang related.
I put it in the private.
All right. Let's see.
Be on the lookout.
Oh no, it's well.
There's a few different ones there. They're different on how many people are deceased
involved.
Yeah, one actually has 16, another has 10, another has 12. They can't seem to make up their mind how many people checked out.
50 to 60 injured.
Jeez.
Yeah. Thanks. I put the photo in the private, so
I just pulled it up.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, we'll talk about that over on Rumble here in about 5 minutes, folks. We'll be switching over there. Have a great night, Gap.
I would hope it'd be safe to show the picture. It is a manhunt for these people. Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't think YouTube would strike you for showing that.
All right,
They may get you for racial profiling depending on the picture.
They won't.
No, because it's a manhunt for the person. We're not even talking race. This is some motherfucker that did some shit that they're looking for. And
Here it is right here.
To dodge.
This is one of the shooters right here.
Well, I'm going to assume he was known by the FBI.
Oh, it's one of those. It's one of those. Yeah, we knew who he was. Why didn't you do anything? Well, what? That always gets me. That always gets me. Well, we knew that there was a problem. Well, why didn't you do anything? Well, he didn't do anything wrong. Then why were you watching him in the first fucking place?
Yeah.
If he didn't do anything wrong.
Yep.
Do you see the fucking disconnect here?
Yep.
You know. But let's wrap up this other story here. I don't want to disappoint the audience that comes for the Florida man. So Johnny Yates, back to the whiteboard, folks. Johnny Yates does not live here. Look, this is another whiteboard here. He was fucking ready. Deputies saw a person leaving the home who told them that Johnny was inside with several other people. Apparently, this was a lie. It's all been a pack of lies.
I don't know why. I believe that whiteboard, yo. I believe it.
I think that whiteboard is more credible than the U.S. government.
It's just whiteboard privilege.
Even though the whiteboard is a blatant lie, it's still more credible than the government.
Why'd they have to use a whiteboard?
Yeah. Why got to be a whiteboard? Because if it was a blackboard, I wouldn't be able to see nothing. What about white chalk? That's racist. Damn. Catch them with their own logic, devil. That's what you do. Catch them in their own logic. Catch them right there. So we got Johnny and several other people in the house. Deputies used a loudspeaker to command Yates to leave the home. But after about an hour, they used smoke to get the occupants out. The sheriff's office said the surrender smoke forced several people outside, but not Yates. No, he was too busy writing on his whiteboard. I can't breathe. After still getting no response, deputies used a canine to search the home. The sheriff's office said the dog sniffed out Yates, who was hiding in a modified chest of drawers. She's crafty. She gets around. She took everything, apparently, but not the chest of drawers that Johnny was in. Deputy said Yates, that's a Beastie Boys reference for you kids at home. Deputy said Yates and 4 other people who did not cooperate were arrested in the incident. One of the worst things about being a cop is you always have to be open to the possibility that people are going to lie to you, the sheriff's office said to release, no matter how sweet and innocent they seem. Like that sweet and innocent whiteboard there. Yeah, Johnny not here, motherfucker. That would have been funnier if it was written like that. Is this Johnny? No, that's not Johnny. That's your one of your doses of Florida man right there.
If at least it added a Kilroy was here, I think they might have thrown out the trailer.
Oh, Johnny Yates, ladies and gentlemen. So, YouTube audience, I'll drop the Rumble link. We'll drop it one more time here for you guys because we're getting ready to head over here. We're ready to head over there to Rumble. It's time. It's time, folks.
Johnny was a race car driver. I thought
he was standing outside the 5 and dime sucking on a chili dog.
Johnny got a whiteboard. He's writing on it, telling the cops he ain't home.
I want to thank our YouTube channel members as well. Let's go over and say thank you to everybody over here. We got Jew Beaumont, Chris Fisk, Silicon Dave, Parrothead, Gap After Dark, What About, Scrambles the Death Dealer, Keely Chow, Tolbat, Brutal Morningwood, Nelson the Psychopath, Normie, Rugo Betta, Hicks Villain, JB, Bad Take Bojan, Jason Holt, Kelly Was, Godzillionaire, Chris Wicks, Glinzer, monoTony, Mr. Grant Gregory, Judas Goat Barbecue, AngelousDraven, Frog G, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, and Manliness and Motivation. And thank you, Manliness, for the stories tonight. Thank you, everybody. What up, Frankie? And thank you, CJP, for providing the Florida man stories for us here. So we're gonna jump because we're gonna talk about this main incident over on Rumble. That's going to be our main topic for Rumble tonight. So thank you to all the channel members. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Get on over there, folks, because the show goes on.
Are you ready? Are you ready to rumble?
So we are off YouTube in 3,